was great. And I'm not saying it's my favorite Beyonce album. I'm not saying it's just but like the way she rolls out albums, like nobody does it like that. Nobody could have did Lemonade like that. Nobody could do it. They just can't.
Kanye.
Like I said, nobody.
Kanye rollout?
Kanye's rollout was different, bro.
That was
see, you don't pay attention.
I do pay attention.
Parties. He has stadium listening
this
parties.
Dude, no, listen.
Kanye, I hate that I cannot cuss on this podcast no more.
I made a rule.
Oh yeah, I can't curse.
We're trying not to curse on the pod.
Because the last time.
You did curse a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Okay.
I was like...
I told you. Okay, but here's the thing. And see, this is great because I love the Kanye and Beyonce arguments. I feel like if Kanye could go back in time, he would make it to where he marries Beyonce instead of Jay-Z.
He definitely would have.
Maybe he would have actually been with a black woman then.
He would have definitely tried. But that was never happening.
He loves Beyonce. But anyway, Kanye's rollout, okay. This dude, nobody else could do this. Beyonce could not do this. I don't think she would successfully do this. He sold out a stadium.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay,
I'm not done.
I'm listening.
He sold out a stadium to listen to an album that was not finished. And he was still working on while people were filling the seats. And nobody had heard any of this stuff.
You don't think that Beyonce could do that? Are you crazy as hell?
He announced it a week before.
Again, y'all don't think that Beyonce's... Okay.
No.
Beyonce Giselle Knowles could do whatever... Whatever.
Don't forget the Dash Carter.
Period. Whatever. Kanye.
I
don't acknowledge that man. I don't acknowledge that man. Beyonce, Giselle Knowles could do whatever Kanye has done.
No.
Times 10.
No, she can't.
Yes, she could.
Okay, Ivy Park is an example. Ivy Park is okay. It's cool.
Ivy Park is good.
Ivy Park is good.
Ivy Park has cute clothes.
It's not Kanye.
Yeezy. No, it's because number one, he has a totally different audience. And his audience is more widespread. Like Ivy Park, black women wear it. Like that's really like her market. Kanye sells to white boys that are 12 years old.
Kanye sells to everybody. Okay,
I'm not saying
my boy Ashton. No, here's an
does.
example. My boy Ashton is wearing Crocs right now.
Right.
Black people were not wearing Crocs until Yeezy slides came out. Let's keep it real. Is that true, Ashton? Is that true? You from the country. Everybody wears Crocs where you from.
Yes.
Okay. People
so that's not a fair assessment.
People was getting clowned for wearing Crocs.
Oh, I still
and
won't wear
Crocs. And it was normal
Crocs.
where you from.
I still won't wear Crocs.
Then Kanye came out with his Croc-looking slides, made it cool, and so now people is like, well, Crocs is actually the cheaper alternative to Yeezy slides.
You think that's where they did the science?
This is where it's not literally, but this is how it's like if avant-garde and then it becomes like what's popular. Like Kanye does the avant-garde stuff. Like when he
does hype shit.
But see the thing is with Donda, that wasn't the first time that he sold out a stadium to come listen to an album. He did that with Life of Pablo. Madison Square Gardens. He had people fill that place up for a fashion show. And he just happened to say, "Oh, listen to my new album."
But that's what we're talking about, a listening party. That's what we're talking about.
It's a listening party.
Beyonce could sell out stadiums for a listening party. Like Trey, please.
Maybe.
Come on.
Can she do it 3 times in a row?
Yes.
For the same album that still hasn't been released?
She could do it for whatever. People will come to just see her. It wouldn't even necessarily always be about the music. People would want to see her. That is like a figure. Kanye,
I want to see her do that.
Beyonce doesn't have to do the antics. She doesn't have to do all the Instagram
the thing
bullshit.
But she does though. She does all the Instagram stuff.
She doesn't. But she doesn't though. She doesn't do all the drama. She doesn't spaz out on her Instagram. Oh, spaz is an ableist term.
She flooded Instagram with Vogue photos.
She was in
That's
Vogue.
a rollout. That's a rollout.
I'm not saying not a rollout. I'm saying what he was doing.
That's just the difference though.
Extra text messages, Pete Davidson,
that's the difference.
You're doing a lot.
No,
you're doing a lot.
But listen, that's the difference. Kanye, that's just his life.
No, that's part of a rollout.
Yes, his life is a freaking rollout.
But he doesn't have to do that.
He doesn't have to do anything.
No, I'm sorry. He does have to do that.
No, he doesn't. No. It just works. And it only works because he's Kanye.
I don't
Nobody else can do that.
It has been way more of a turn off to people than it has been. Like, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that shit. That is weird. It's weird. You're 40.
Everybody likes it. That's why they buy his crap.
That's not why.
Listen,
he sells
a random picture with no caption, and the whole world's gonna go.
The whole world goes crazy.
They were doing the same for Beyonce. She changed her profile picture.
They do that for Beyonce.
She changed her profile picture to a black.
They did that for J. Cole.
Like,
they did that. I mean, not J. Cole. They did that for Jay-Z. Okay, that's true. But listen.
Just give it up, Delicious.
But listen.
Like, oh my God.
I don't understand the reference.
You never watched Flavor of Love as a child?
No, I didn't. Okay. It's like, I know you're not just calling me Delicious. That's weird.
I wasn't.
So listen, Kanye is he's a polarizing person.
I can't even believe we're like comparing him to Beyonce. Like,
no, we can compare because they're aliens.
Gross.
We can only compare the aliens. Okay. Like I'm never gonna compare Beyonce to a peon. Like a regular person.
Right.
And when I say regular person, I'm still talking about multimillionaires here.
Yeah.
You know, but like she's on another level. And Kanye's on that level too. Don't try to play him like he's not.
I didn't say nothing.
Because the dude
I didn't say anything.
The dude has done some wild stuff. And a lot of times, yeah, it's antics, but it's just like him using his life as a rollout, and it worked. But
see, she doesn't have to do that. Is my point.
She still rolled out this album.
My point.
She used
every artist
Vogue.
Does a rollout. Every artist does a rollout.
Not Kendrick
Darling.
Lamar. Not Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
She doesn't always do it. She's dropped albums and nobody knew nothing.
That's true.
And it literally stopped the world. I remember where I was whenever she dropped the album. I was on the freeway and I actually pulled over.
No, that was crazy.
I pulled my car to the side.
Kanye's done that too.
Because I thought I was tripping.
Kanye's done that too.
I'm just saying that
Kanye gave us a quote unquote surprise drop for an album we have been waiting on for months.
Exactly.
And
that's
it was
my
still
point.
a surprise.
He's a troll. She doesn't have to troll.
Okay, but see, he's not calling him a troll. Like when somebody's a troll, they do it on purpose for attention. It's not the same with Kanye. Kanye naturally just gets attention all the time.
You don't? Okay,
but there's a difference. There's a difference. Kanye always has attention. Always. He always has attention. And he's been like that. And that honestly, that's a big part of his mental issues, his mental health. Like the fact that he always has everybody's attention. And he can never get away from that. Okay? So do you really think he needs to pull some antics to get people looking at him? No, he can literally do whatever he wanted to do, and they're gonna look at him.
But what I'm asking you is, you don't think that he does antics and pulls stunts and is a stunt queen for attention?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not.
He's a stunt queen.
No, the reason why
he is.
No, listen. The reason why. Look, I don't know why we get all quiet now. ASMR.
Because like my mind is blown that you don't think that he does things for attention.
He does. He does
everything for attention. He's a narcissist. That's what they do.
Okay, let's fix that sentence. You're saying
what?
Listen, you're saying he does everything for attention. I want to fix that. I want to say he does everything and gets attention.
No.
Yes, he just gets attention.
He's gonna get attention. Yes, of course, he's a superstar.
He gets attention when he doesn't want it.
He does shit for attention.
No, he just does. He just does that stuff.
Make America Great Again. The crying on SNL. The weird thing that he like. What?
But here's why.
All the rants on Instagram, he does it for attention.
But here's why Kanye.
I know that's your fave. It's okay.
But listen. Yes,
okay.
it is.
Like it's okay.
Yeah, but here's why I can't call him a troll, because all of that stuff he really means it. That's the big difference. He really means that. Mm-hmm. He meant all of that. And if you see, I'm literally been following Kanye since 2004.
We know.
Okay, so and I've been riding with him when he did some stuff. I was like, yo, mad questionable. Okay, but I've seen all the reasons why he does some things. Some things I still don't understand, but for the most part, I've seen the reasons, like the stuff that the average bystander wouldn't understand. Like I've read into those things to see, okay, what's the reason behind this? Really, the whole Trump thing was a beef with Obama. because he had Obama, who he thought like he helped him and Jay-Z helped Obama get into office. He's like, oh, this is my Chicago boy, and Obama used that for use it. Yeah, we both from Chicago, so use that to get on his good graces. He gets in office, and he's like, oh, yeah, we can't really. I can't really do that for my position, which we know. Like Obama low key sold us out. Like it's the truth.
Your president.
But so he had a beef, and then Obama gets on and talks about Kanye. Yeah, he's a jackass. After Kanye was just in his office.
That's the only thing he said was right.
Kanye was just what Obama didn't say was Kanye was just in his office talking about some real stuff like some police reform and or prison reform, and he wasn't trying to do anything about it. So,
but maybe he still thought he was a jackass.
And that's fine. So just understand that's where the beef started. So now who's next? Who wants to be the president next? Oh, Trump. Oh, and he a billionaire. He be getting money. I'm riding with him.
Oh, he can give me a tax break?
In spite of you. Yeah. Yes.
But you don't have to do he didn't have to go full Trump because he had a beef with Obama.
Like
that's the type of dumb stuff I'm talking about.
It's part of his sickness. That's who he is.
The attention sickness.
No,
yes.
it's not even the attention.
It is partially that. It is partially that.
And
that's okay if he wants
listen
attention.
to this part of the equation though. You got to think about this part of the equation. It doesn't matter what Kanye does. He's going to get attention.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I don't think he's seeking attention. He knows he's going to get it. He doesn't have to seek attention. He can literally, Ashton just said it, he can literally post anything on Instagram and people are going to go crazy.
Any superstar can do that.
He got his Instagram deleted and leaves comments on other people's Instagrams and people still go crazy.
Superstars can do that.
No, Kanye can do that.
Superstars can do that.
Superstars can do it, but Kanye does it in a different way. But it's not because he's seeking attention. He's going to get attention. Whatever he does, he's going to get attention.
I think two things can be true. I think that he can get attention no matter what he does, and I think he also seeks it out.
Yeah, I think sometimes he does.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying.
But like,
that's all
okay,
I'm saying.
if I'm selling clothes and he's saying I've made the best black hoodie ever, of course I want attention. Come buy my stuff.
Yeah, he wants attention.
But see, here's and this is where my whole point in saying all of this, because it doesn't matter if he seeks attention or not. What separates him from everybody else, this dude he opened up the official Yeezy Balenciaga Gap store. It was a freaking empty storefront with gray walls, with huge trash bags. Come in, dig through the trash bag, and find your $200 hoodie. Right. That was the store. Mm-hmm. Who else could do that? Ivy Park has to send you really nice trunks.
Would do it.
Really nice trunks.
She doesn't have to. That's just her greatness.
No, she had to.
She did not have to. That is literally just a part of her greatness.
No, it's a part.
Yes.
Nobody's buying Ivy Park.
What? Okay. If some people can't afford Ivy Park, and that's really what it comes down to.
Okay, but they spend their money on Yeezys.
No, they buy fake shit. A lot of people rock fake Yeezys.
Actually, you don't have to buy fake Yeezys. They're not super. They cost,
but a lot of people do.
They are about the same price as Ivy Park.
I literally see fake Yeezys at $5 Below. People buy them.
Oh, and see, that was another point I was about to make, like the avant-garde thing. Like when back in Life of Pablo days, when he was making the clothes with holes in it, everybody was like, "What is this, homeless chic?"
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you go on Forever 21,
people are rocking it.
You go on H&M, every shirt has holes in it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a trendsetter. Like he definitely knows how to set a trend.
Nobody else could do that though.
Okay.
On the level that he does it.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was it.
Okay. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So Riri couldn't do it? I'm just asking. And does it have partial?
She did it in her way, yeah.
And does it have anything to do with him being a man? Also.
Really?
No, really.
No. I think it's
men
easier.
And women respect men, but men aren't gonna go out and buy like men aren't buying Ivy Park.
No. Because you forget women are the tastemakers for everything.
I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just saying though, men are not going to go out and buy a woman's brand.
Okay, but
you're not buying Savage.
But women will support a brand over pure fandom. Not anything that has to do with the brand itself. You know what I'm saying?
Like just the label?
Like, okay, the Beehive is really the Beehive that buys Ivy Park. Not because it looks good, because the stuff is not all that. It's cute. It's okay. It's cute. It's basic. But you buying it because it's Beyonce. And I love Beyonce. I'm Beehive. So I'm going to go support this brand. Women do that more than men do.
I don't think so, because I think a lot of people, I think a lot of guys wanted to buy Yeezys and everything to do with Kanye because it was Kanye.
No.
Because I think
people that
if somebody lame
so
was selling that, they are not buying that.
You mean to tell me these square Republican dudes out here ain't never listened to Kanye ever in their life?
They did listen to Kanye whenever he became full-blown Republican.
Will probably hate Kanye. Everything that he represents. They wearing Yeezys.
They don't hate it. They love what he represents.
Listen, you got people who don't even speak English, bro. They wear Yeezys. It's because of the Yeezy brand itself is huge like Kanye is. And that's the difference.
I disagree, but I mean, we can agree to disagree.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You said he doesn't, or he does?
Have shoes that cost like $20,000.
Right. Exactly.
But it's not his fault that they cost them. It's just like...
Yeah, he been trying to make it cheaper.
It's not his fault.
But see, like for example, people aren't buying Jordans today because of Jordan. They're buying it because of the brand.
Not today, but back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
And his brand is still fairly new. His brand, I mean, if we're looking at a timeline of history, Yeezy.
Okay.
It's still fairly new, like if we're looking at a history timeline. So yes, people are still buying it because of him.
No.
I think that they are.
I think the brand has gotten bigger than him.
I think if any other brand was just selling that and it never had the Kanye influence.
No. See, the thing is, you said it yourself. In Five Below, they got knockoff Yeezys.
Yeah.
It's because that shoe that he created, that brand has transcended shoes and became the shoe. What was the shoe before that?
I don't know.
Sneaker. What was the sneaker that everybody was wearing? Probably Air Force Ones or something.
Or Huaraches or something.
Huaraches. And he said that. Or remember those Roche Runs or whatever?
Yeah.
With the slip-on Nikes? Mm-hmm. He said, I'm making the new Roche Run. Everybody was wearing those shoes. Yeah. Everybody was.
Right.
And that's exactly what I'm making the new ones. Like everybody's gonna be wearing mine instead. And when's the last time you seen somebody wearing some Roche Runs?
I have not.
You don't see that no more. It has been replaced with the Yeezy.
Yeah, I'm just saying I do think it has to do.
You're just
with his
a Yeezy
influence.
hater.
No, I really am not. Like I really like a lot of Ye's work. I really do, but I don't hold him to the same pedestal as you do. Just like you don't hold certain people that I like to the same pedestal as I do. No, Nicki. You don't.
Can we talk about Nicki?
Can we talk about Khalees?
Well, she got dropped from the album, so.
Oh, she did drop it, right?
She
like cut that part out or something. I just read about that.
Which is the great thing about digital music today. You know who actually was the first person to do that?
Who? Kanye.
Thank you. Hey, it was too easy. It was too. Yes.
What did he take off?
You don't remember the infamous tweet? I'ma fix it.
No.
Where they were talking about, what song were they even talking about? It was from Life of Pablo, right? Was it Life of Pablo? And there was it was, what was it? It was a bunch of stuff. But like he went back and I think in the listening session, Ultra Light Beams had like some extra like choir vocals on it, and that was taken off after Chance's verse. And everybody was like, hey man, what happened to this? Like you messed it up. And he's like, I'm gonna fix it. And then he went back and changed it all and like re-released it. And everybody was like, what the heck? How did he change it? I downloaded this. How did it change?
Yeah.
And so now it's like a normal thing. But yeah, Kanye.
No, everybody's doing it. Yeah. Like literally. I saw Lizzo was doing it because she said like an ableist slur or something like that.
What is this?
Can we please not get on this tired millennial subject? I'm begging.
That's what you're about to go ahead, explain the cancel culture. Go ahead.
No, I'm explaining why people don't like to say it or don't like to hear people say it. Because it comes from the term spastic, which has to do with certain, I think, like neurodivergent things. No, guys, seriously.
But she can say I'm epileptic, but we can't say spaz though.
You might be though.
No, see, no, that's literally wrong.
When I say spaz, are you talking like I'm a spaz out?
Yes,
Yeah.
That's what it means. That's what it's always meant.
Listen.
Who said I? Man, come on.
Listen,
Next thing you know,
said the same thing. My whole thing is, I'm just not gonna, like you said, I'm just not gonna say it around people that don't like the word.
That's fine.
But
I'm gonna start asking me, hey, are you
some
an
people
ableist?
don't like it.
Are you an ableist? Can I say spaz around you?
No, but like if you say it, maybe people will be like, oh, like, you know.
What's crazy is being an the word
Stop, for
ableist is
real.
wild, bro.
No, it's not.
That's wild.
It's not.
What? It's literally
Because,
not.
Like, I have friends with like disabilities, and like I see their point of view when they like.
Exactly. Like,
Okay,
what are you talking about?
no. I understand that, but like.
Okay, so then retract what you're saying.
Because you use the word spaz, it makes you an ableist.
But you're saying that word is like the word ableist is crazy. Why is that crazy? People are ableist all the time.
First of all, I don't know. Maybe because it's such a new thing. Like I feel like that word came out of cancel culture. But why are you rejecting
it? It's okay. It's okay to just accept it. Some people are ableist. Some people make fun of people that are in wheelchairs. Some people make fun of people that have special needs. That would be ableist.
I think my problem with the word ableist is that it has such a positive connotation.
Positive?
Yes, but the word itself, not talking about the meaning that has been created for it. And what's crazy is we started this whole podcast talking about cursing and words, and something we didn't really get to that I wanted to take a deep dive on is like words only have meanings because we give them meanings.
Yeah, of course.
So to me, and again, maybe this is just my brain trying to make sense of this stuff, and I don't understand because I'm an old man. Okay, but we are taking a word like able to do something, able, and ist, and making that a bad word. But I can't say spaz. Y'all took this word and gave it a meaning. But I also can't say spaz because of the meaning that you have for it. Where does the line get drawn? Why can't
it's not a hard concept to grasp.
And this could go really bad. I know it could go bad, but I just want to go there, like, because I think we really have to consider intention sometimes. Like, who would have thought that when you say spaz, you're saying something against people who have a disability? Like I would have never thought that ever in my life.
Of course, it's not, and it's not with bad intention. But if people are telling you like, "Hey, like this word makes me feel uncomfortable," I can see why people just don't say it anymore. You literally at the beginning of this podcast told me I can't say, I can't say, I can't say, I can't say. I can't say any of the words that I like to say.
Yo, hey, did you catch that? You caught that?
Like,
okay.
Literally.
Bro, what is wrong?
You just told me I can't say all those words because they all have meanings and we want to be family friendly. Because 12-year-olds are watching us apparently. But like, literally, so you know that words have meanings.
Yes.
Like, period.
She got you on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
It's just the truth.
No, like, it is true. However, I don't know. And I know how my words could be taken and thrown right back in my face, because I'm gonna give you a great example of how I could be completely wrong. Well, I've used the word all my life. I've called them all the time. That's what my dad called them. That's what my grandfather called them. That's what they are.
With the hard ER, that's crazy.
No, they're that's what they are. So you're telling me I can't say that word because it's bad? I didn't know it was bad. I just thought that's what they were. They're So I get that. I totally understand how my whole argument could be dissolved just like that. Okay. My issue is, it's like, again, with meanings and words, like we're like, we keep coming up with new things, because the truth is was always bad. It never had a positive connotation, ever. So whether you were saying it back then or say it now, we know that it's not good. Okay. But I don't, like, just talking about specifically the word spaz. I think because there is such a small, like a minority of people who even took it there, like even thought that it would go there. Like, so I understand, but I think we have to show people a little bit more grace and saying, you know what? I'm willing to bet 95% of the entire world doesn't think anything is wrong with that word.
But who cares what they think? if it's not affecting them.
But we're just gonna keep on creating more things that could
words derive and words like things
Next
that
thing you
were
know,
okay.
we're gonna have to censor crazy in love. You can't say crazy.
Oh, that's people have been saying that, but hey, I'm gonna say that's crazy every time.
See, so where do we draw the line? That's my only thing. Where do we draw the line?
What I'm saying is that
I'm gonna get killed for this. I know it.
Good. But what I'm saying is that words that were acceptable at one point just aren't acceptable today. That's normal. I don't know why that's like so crazy or hard for people to like. It's like people constantly want to fight it. Like there are words that back in the day that people said all the time that it's just not acceptable to say today. Like people used to call Asian people Oriental. What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't even sound right. It sounds racist.
Yeah.
Nobody thought it was back in the day. They're like, oh yeah, just the Orientals. Like, what? No.
So okay, but that comes from ignorance.
And
so you mean
so
to tell me?
This.
Are you telling me that most people are just ignorant on what the word spaz means?
Yeah, I didn't know what it came from. I didn't know where it derived from.
It doesn't come from that though.
It does come from spastic.
It literally comes from like a disability.
Yeah, spastic, being spastic. Listen, I'm not saying that the word offends me. I'm not saying that I didn't think it was crazy either whenever I first heard the argument. Because I was like, what? Y'all are tripping. Like, who doesn't say I'm a spaz? Like, you know?
I mean, I'm still like be careful about saying that.
I'm just saying.
I am gonna do that.
I'm just saying that I understand that if a word offends people, then I wouldn't say it around those people. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Like, just like we were saying
I totally
earlier,
agree with that.
Like certain words, like I can't say around my mother, my grandmother, because it would offend them. Like that I could say around you guys. But like, so I just don't say it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really bother me. Like whenever things like this come out, like of course I'll be like, what? Like that's insane. But like, I'm not the group that it affects. So if they say, oh, like, I don't like when people say that, like, then I just wouldn't say it.
It's true. It's getting out of line now. It's like...
Yeah, it's like...
Every month they're going to find a new word.
I know what
y'all are saying, too.
I'm scared I'm going to get canceled one day over some...
But if you're genuinely, like, and people think the word ignorant is so, like, such a bad word. But if you're genuinely ignorant... Then it's like, oh, I genuinely didn't know.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know. If I didn't know about all this stuff, like the song on like the Lizzo song or like the Beyonce song, I would not know that it was a bad thing to say.
You're saying that.
Yeah.
But the majority of your peers don't think that way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They don't give that type of grace.
Right.
And that's really my issue. It's like
people will be like, how do you not know? Like I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just a rabbit hole that we're gonna go down.
Like, I can't say this. Like, oh my god, like I didn't know that you can say. I know when people. I mean, you can say stuff. You can say stuff. I know what y'all are saying. It feels like you're being censored. It feels like, dang, like I'm gonna mess up and say the wrong thing one day.
But and it's crazy how we're bridging the gap between that conversation. I don't mind being censored when I need to be censored. Time and place.
Right.
If I gotta censor myself around these people, that's fine. That part I have no problem with. Mm-hmm. Okay. And again, I hope nobody tries to paint me as an ableist. Did I come off as an ableist today?
When you said the word ableist was crazy, that was a little crazy. It was just a smidge ableist. Because ableism is real. Like being ableist is real.
How long has this been?
What,
thing?
Ash?
Okay, no. Wait. No, let's go ahead. Wait. Let's go ahead and clear. Listen, Ashton, crack the door open real quick. We're gonna clear the tension. Let it out the room real quick. I have some genuine questions that I'm pretty sure other people have too. How long has ableist been a thing?
I think it's been a thing like. Definitely on the internet for a while, but I think it's just like there's now a word for it. Like, okay, like let's say you go somewhere.
I'm sorry.
What?
Finish what you're saying and then I'm gonna
Did another Beyonce album drop?
No. It is Beyonce related. And it's also related to what you guys are talking about.
Say it.
So Beyonce to remove ableist slur from Heated after backlash.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't know
she.
that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took it off. But okay, so like let's say for instance, like let's say we were all in wheelchairs. Let's say we were a wheelchair gang. We were a wheelchair pod. And let's say
That's hella ableist.
no, it's not. If we were all in wheelchairs, hypothetically, it's just funny, a joke. It's
Bro,
not
nah,
like no,
okay,
but like
okay.
let's say we were all in wheelchairs and we were like, we're gonna go on an outing. Okay, we want to go somewhere. We want to go to like this new like hot spot in the city. Okay.
Okay.
And then
I don't know why I want to laugh. Go ahead.
and then they didn't have a wheelchair ramp.
Is
How we
that
gonna get in?
ableist?
How we gonna get in?
No, it's definitely ableist. It's also illegal.
Okay, I'm not calling that ableist.
You don't get to say what's ableist because
That's true.
You're not disabled.
That's true. However, okay, here's my thing. Have you thought about telling, hey, y'all don't have a wheelchair ramp? Oh, snap. My bad. We're a new business. I never even thought about that.
And that's the point, is that they're not even considered. Disabled people are not considered.
Okay, and I listen, I get that. Give people grace to fix it.
But why should people have to give people grace? Why are they not
Because
being
they
considered?
don't know.
Why are they
because
not
they don't
being
know.
considered? How do they not know?
I didn't know.
People?
No, honestly, I did not know.
You didn't know that people in wheelchairs were going to come to your restaurant?
No, I didn't know.
Well, then...
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry I didn't think about it.
So why were they not considered? Why were all the able-bodied people considered?
I didn't think about it.
So why were they considered?
Does it mean that I have some type of malicious intent against disabled people?
It's not about malicious
I'm trying to keep them out?
Literally not even considering disabled people
but guess what?
buyers, as humans, as like...
And this is the part that pisses me off about cancel culture, is that you don't give people room to live life and learn lessons. That's a bar. Live life and learn lessons. You got to give people room to do that, because guess what? I'm thinking about the first perspective I thought about was as a business owner and making that type of mistake. Like, oh shit, I didn't put up a ramp, a wheelchair ramp. Like, I'm a freaking idiot. What is wrong with me? And guess what? I'm never not gonna consider them again. Like, I'm always gonna, because that taught me something. That taught me a lesson. But you know what cancel culture wants to do? Burn the whole freaking business down. Because he's an ableist. Shut him down.
I know what you're saying. You don't like the ferociousness of it, but just simply being a business owner and not even considering disabled people as consumers, them not even being in your realm or your thought process, is low-key ableist. Because you don't even consider disabled people as consumers. You have everything else for you have everything else for able-bodied people, but you don't have like what?
What if it's just a genuine mistake?
They weren't considered. Why were they not considered? Just answer me that. Why were they not considered?
I didn't think about it. I had a whole bunch of other things to consider, and I didn't think about that.
So you just didn't consider.
No, I actually didn't even think about. I didn't even think about because I don't live that life. That's not my perspective, and so I didn't even think that somebody would ever have trouble getting in this door. Because I never had trouble getting in the door.
And
it's not my perspective. No, what the problem is, instead of canceling everybody, we need to start having conversations with everybody.
But there can both be problems. It can be a problem that you didn't consider a disabled person.
No. Because cancel culture doesn't allow for the conversations to happen. There's no conversation. There's no room for talking. That's my issue. Listen, it's like this, okay? So you saw this a lot, especially in recent years, when it comes to politics. Like, people have literally stopped talking to family members over who they're voting for, over this. Instead of just like, hey, we have different opinion. Let's sit down and talk about it. Like, let's actually, because you may have a legit reason why you think the way you think. Instead of me just thinking that you're evil because you're on the other side, or you're with the other gang, or you got your flag is a different color. Let me talk to you and see, why are you so gung ho for the Republicans, or why are you so gung ho for the Democrats, or why? Like, let's actually have conversations instead of just going off on each other back and forth on Facebook and stuff. Like, and so instead of because and I think again, a little bit of it is fear. I'm afraid that one day there's gonna be something that I didn't consider out of sheer ignorance. I just didn't know, and somebody's gonna want to ruin my life because of it. It's like, yo, if somebody would have just taught me and told me, hey, you didn't consider them and you should have. Cool. I learned that lesson and now I know it forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we have conversations?
But you literally just said the problem wasn't that they were considered. The problem was that cancel culture just wants to attack. The problem is that they weren't considered. That's the problem.
That is a problem, yes.
And I also agree that there can be room for growth. But I think you need to make it clear that I think you need to make it clear that you know that it's a problem that they weren't considered.
Let me make that clear right now.
Right.
Okay. Yes, I know that is a problem. That should not have happened.
Yes.
Okay. And also, because two things can be true.
Yes.
I also think that the proper consequence is to have a conversation and to allow that person to fix their mistake.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because my thing is, you know, what did George W. Bush teach us? Fool me once.
We hate black people.
No, not that. Not that lesson.
Oh, okay.
He taught you that. He didn't teach me that.
Okay.
Fool me once, shame on you. And we say, fool me twice. You know, you say, fool me twice. You know. Like, you know, so the first time, I feel like I should let you slide, teach you a lesson, have a conversation. But if at that point, if you still don't consider, it's like, oh, you meant that. But conversation, the thing is, we always say, well, we can't really judge people's intent because we don't know. But yeah, you do know. If you have a conversation with somebody, you'll know the intentions of their heart.
I mean, not just because I know it's a bigger conversation than just disabled people, but I think disabled people are left out of the conversations a lot and they're not considered a lot. So they don't have to just be the nicest whenever you don't consider them. They can be like, no, like,
listen,
forget you and I'm not coming to your establishment because I haven't been considered. Because it's not just wheelchair ramps. It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
It's accessibility in bathrooms. It's handles in bathrooms.
Everything.
I see a lot of places that don't have the little handles in the bathroom for people that have, like in the big stalls, like with the wheelchairs, they don't have the handles there. Like, so how are they supposed to pull themselves? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like having a counter and not having like a lower spot to where they can actually see like all of that.
Right. They're literally not considered in like so many parts of like life. So they don't have to give everybody grace. They can be pissed off. And because we're not disabled, we can't be like,
because one
just
thing
give them grace. What's the big deal?
One thing I'm not going to do is tell somebody how they should feel.
Right.
So you don't even need my permission to be pissed off. I get that. However, let me just say, speak for me, for Trey. If Trey ever does anything that's ist towards anybody, okay, if I'm just Treyist, okay? Because I know a nigga can be Treyist sometimes, all right? If I'm ever Treyist, please, what they say, charge it to my head and not my heart.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if you had a conversation with me, you would know that I wasn't trying to leave anybody out.
Right.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And
there wasn't ill intent.
It's not ill intent. Yeah. And I think it might be like, because again, we go back to the word spaz. I'm throwing it out. Is that a timestamp?
No, you been
because I've been saying that like crazy,
like parsley.
But if I say that word, I don't know a lot of people even around me that would see a problem with that.
Oh, I don't know anybody.
So my circle of influence, like nobody would correct me on that because we all think the word means the same thing.
100% same.
So if somebody who is not part of my circle of influence tells me, "Hey, you can't say that word," why? Well, because it comes from this. This is what it means. So, like, this is how that word makes me feel. Boom. You just taught me a lesson. So I know, all right, not only should I not use that word around you, let me be more considerate about the word, period.
Right.
Like, and that may take me some time.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, one of my favorite NERD songs is "So Spaz If You Want To." But I should probably not sing it. Like,
no, you just been going crazy.
And now they're going to find NERD and get them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah.
No, this has been a problematic pod.
Yeah, problematic for sure. But yeah, I just think, you know, more conversations need to happen.
Yeah. Like, I know people that like make inappropriate jokes, and I actually know somebody that made an inappropriate joke very, very inappropriate recently. And the person that they said it around was actually like somebody like really dear to them. And they were like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I have somebody in my family that actually like has that issue.
Yeah.
And so they felt really bad because it was like, they were like, well, how come you never said anything? And they're like, well, you're constantly making the joke.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't know, like, if we were cool enough to where I could tell you, like, it makes me uncomfortable. And that's, like, a really tough thing to, like, present to somebody. Like, hey.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, it's
sure.
a really tough thing to present to somebody. So, like, I just try to avoid, you know, hurting people's feelings.
I feel
you. To a certain extent.
Yeah. Okay. Just think about that when you cancel the person, too. That hurts.
To hurt their feelings when they get canceled?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't canceled anybody in a long time.
In a long time? You've canceled somebody before?
Yeah.
Wait, who'd you cancel?
Nobody that I want to bring up on here. Oh. But yeah, for sure. Like, I've been like, oh, no. Sorry. I'm sorry. But I definitely have done that in my past. But I'm not, like, as in tune as I was, like, before. Because it just gets exhausting, you know?
Do you think that some things are forgivable?
Yeah, I think.
You think everything is forgivable?
Depending on who wants. I think you should.
Think about the things that people get canceled for.
I think it depends on the person that you are, because I can't speak for everybody else. Like, right now, I should be forgiving somebody that I don't plan on forgiving them anytime soon. And they apologized, and I don't plan on forgiving you. So you can shove that apology up your ass.
Can we talk about that a little bit more?
No.
You don't want to talk about it at all?
No. No, it's not anybody that did anything personally to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just have one question for you. We don't have to take a deep dive on this. Because I know this, I'm not trying to get super personal with you, but how do you think that affects you, like your thoughts towards that person?
I really don't think about that person, so it doesn't.
Well, I'm trying to tailor my words. Because I can even tell, like, how you even mentioning it just now, how, like, your body language just, your whole demeanor changed.
Oh, I thought I'd been sitting like this. What did I do different?
I'm not going to say anything specific. It's just,
okay.
like, your vibe definitely changed when you mentioned it.
Oh, well, I don't like when people mess with my loved ones. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know,
people
I get
that I care about.
I totally get that.
So, yeah, like, I'm just being honest. Like, I know that you're supposed to forgive everybody, but don't plan on forgiving you. So, save the apology.
Because I just think, and I'm not, you know, I always end up making everything preachy, but I honestly think that sometimes forgiveness is not necessarily for that person.
No, it's definitely for you.
Yeah, because, you know, I definitely have some issues with a particular person that I ain't let go. And I wasn't planning on it until I realized how much it actually does affect me. Mm-hmm. And I try to act like it doesn't, but it really does. And
well,
so,
you probably know this person, correct? Like, you have a relationship with this person?
No.
You don't have a relationship with this person?
I'm talking about, no.
Yeah. So then they're just apologize, or they just what? I mean, I guess it's probably the same situation as me. I don't know this person. So, like, how we, like, coexist, like, we're never around each other.
No, it's not about coexisting. It's not about that. It's about, like, okay, what's crazy is Kendrick mentioned this on the song Mother I Sober. When I heard that song, I legit, like, pulled over and cried because, like, it cut deep.
Cancer in you came out.
Say what? The cancer in me definitely came out.
Yeah.
I pulled over, like hysterical crying, like couldn't stop, right? Like overwhelmed with emotion. And one thing, I'm gonna read it so I don't mess it up because I feel like I'm preaching a sermon. Everyone turn to the book of Kendrick Lamar.
CD2.
CD2. Oh man. Okay, what did he say? So, do you know what the song's about?
No.
No, because we talked about it, but you weren't listening. Okay, that's
right.
fine. So the song Mother I Sober is about it's deep. It's so deep. But it basically is about he's uncovering his sex addiction. And he's talking about how as a kid and for a long time, his mom would ask him, "Hey, did your uncle touch you?" And he was like, "No," but nobody believed him. And so that affected him just as bad as if it actually happened to him.
Right, yeah.
And so he grew up with that. And so now, fast forward to him having this conversation with his wife, and she's like legit saying, "Okay, no, why do you keep cheating? Like, why do you keep smashing these girls? Like, why can't you stop?
Right.
You need to go see counseling." And so in counseling, he's revealing like, man, some of that like I actually did receive trauma from that, and it did affect me. And then he starts comparing like, you know, he said pretty much every rapper out there has a story similar to that. This is why they do what they do. And they cover it up in chains, they cover it up in women, because like low-key, they've probably been abused. And so there's a line that he says in there, "So I set free myself from all the guilt that I thought I made. I set free my mother, all the hurt that she titled shame. I set free my cousin, chaotic for my mother's pain. I hope Hakeem made you proud, because you ain't die in vain. I set free the power of Whitney, his wife. May she heal us all. I set free our children. May good karma keep them with God. I set free the hearts filled with hatred. Keep our bodies sacred. As I set free all you abusers, this is transformation." And so it was like, to me, that was the embodiment of I'm setting myself free. I'm setting everybody around me free. The people that have hurt me, I'm setting them free too. Like, for my sake, so that I don't go crazy, I got to set all of y'all free and let that go so that it doesn't keep eating me alive. You know what I'm saying? And so I said all that to say, like, I think that, I'm getting super long-winded. I think that forgiveness is not about you being able to interact with that person ever again. You can forgive somebody and still, I hope to never see you again. And that's totally fine. But it's more so about you letting it go so it doesn't keep haunting you.
Okay.
I hate you, bro.
I'm sorry. But one thing about me, we gonna go low, I'm gonna go to hell. It's not gonna, I'm sorry. It's just not, it's not gonna affect me.
I said all of that and then
it's one thing about me,
good.
I will not hold a grudge. I won't say I'll hold a grudge, but there's vendetta behind it. You mess over somebody I love, you're dead. You're dead to me.
You need a hug, don't you?
I don't care.
Sarita, can you give her a hug?
I don't need a hug. I didn't know. Well, maybe, yeah, after. I would love a good hug after. But, like, no, like, I don't care. Like, no, you're trash, and I don't forgive you, and don't apologize to me, because you don't even need to be apologizing to me. You didn't do anything to me.
Yeah.
You did something to somebody I love. So, therefore, you can take that apology and shove it up your ass. And that's just what it is.
I'm dead straight.
That's just literally.
I preached the whole sermon.
No, and you're honestly so much more mature than me. Like,
and it comes with time. Straight. I mean, but look. So, like, I'm 32, and I still ain't over it. So I said all that, and I'm still working through that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
and it's all about maturity. Like, I'm just not there yet. I don't forgive people easily. Like, there's just certain stuff, like, I'm sorry. It's not even about forgiveness, because it's like, I know what you're talking about. Like, certain people, like, if their dad, you know, like, left growing up, like, they feel away, like, they have, like, that hardened heart. No, this is somebody that you're trash. I don't know you. You apologize to me because of my relationship with somebody that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to get into, but, like, I don't you. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I did really well the whole time. But, like, I don't care about you. Nothing about, like, and you're lucky it wasn't worse than what it was.
Yeah.